Hi YouTube viewers, thought I'd give you a brief rundown on how I breed my Nothobranchius. Nothobranchius are an annual killifish from Eastern Africa. This particular variety here is Nothorbranchius Symoensi. It's a relatively new variety. I've had them about a year and a half, and these are about, I believe 5 months old. Sorry about that, guys. The laundry room is right next to the room where I keep my fish, so, well, you know, you have that noise. It's telling me that the washer's ready, but at any rate. But this is a relatively new variety of Nothobranchius, and they're relatively easy. As you can see, they're really quite beautiful. The female is in the upper right hand side. There are two males. There are actually two pair in this 10-gallon tank. Now, most people don't understand how to breed Nothobranchius unless you are a a killie nut as I am. Then it's a little foreign to you. But the way I do it is, if you notice to the right, I have a little tub. I get these at the dollar store or Kroger or wherever, and inside you can see the peat moss inside the container. Instinctually, the fish seek the peat moss because their whole genetic makeup is to reproduce the next generation. In the wild, they live in temporary pools that during the rainy season fill up. Their eggs hatch out. The fish are mature within 6 to 8 weeks usually. Those are two males sparring. If you look at their colors, are just so intense when they do that. But in these temporary pools, the eggs hatch, and in 6 weeks, the fry are usually full grown and spawning again to create the next generation. You recreate that in the aquarium by simply using peat moss. Now, what I've generally noticed about Nothobranchius is that, number one, the female usually picks the spawning area. I've seen them killed before they'll spawn somewhere where they don't think the eggs will survive. So, the male can court them all day long, but until they have a suitable place to lay the eggs, then they simply won't do it. These are, as I said, a newer variety of Nothobranchius, and they're really stunning to look at in the fish, so to speak. But basically, they have an incubation period of about 3 months. One of the fallacies about annual killifish, which is what these are called, is that they only live a year and you have to replace them. That's not exactly true. The key to keeping Nothobranchius, or many of the South American annuals, which I hope to do a video on soon, is to keep the temperature low, and by low I mean in the 70s. The lower the temperature, the longer they live. It slows down their metabolism, so it's not as rapid, so they don't age as quickly. The other thing is that these fish are very susceptible to velvet, which is a parasitic infection that killifish get. I believe betas get it occasionally. So the way to circumvent that is to add a teaspoon of salt to the water per gallon, and that totally eliminates it. I'm rarely bothered with it in my tanks. And but Nothobranchius are particularly susceptible to it. Some of the Aphysemians are a little susceptible to it, but Nothos are really susceptible to velvet. So, and that is one of the prerequisites for keeping them. The fry are really small when they hatch out. They do require, I don't grow green water, so primarily what I feed them is microworms, and they like those. And you only have to feed it to them for about maybe a week or two, and and then you start them on the baby brine shrimp. But I just wanted to give you guys an overview of this very beautiful species, because as I said, I'll try to zoom in on them, but actually you can see them pretty good from here. But as you can see, they are absolutely extraordinary. And so I just wanted to do I'm going to do a series of videos on some of the killies I keep, because I find them fascinating. And actually, you know, these fish, I was first drawn to these fish primarily because when I read the article in Dr. Ennis's book, Aquarium Fish, it stated that the fish could actually live in the footprint of an elephant. And for years I wondered how the eggs got into the footprint of an elephant. But I later realized that, you know, birds actually swim to those ponds for water and actually eat the fish. So they get the eggs stuck to their feet, and so they transport them back and forth to the different temporary ponds. But and you got to remember, an elephant's footprint is about the size of a 20-gallon tank, so it's not really a small body of water. But you know, they have been found in the footprints of elephants. So just wanted to give you guys a rundown on some of my killies. And as I said, I'm going to do a couple of videos on a lot of the ones I keep. Some are rare, some are not. I have very limited tank space in this house, so I've kind of cut back on a lot of the more common species, but I do keep a lot of rare killies. And I just want to give you guys, or welcome you guys into a world that a lot of people don't. These fish are very, very you know, vulnerable in nature. And you can just imagine their habitats are very, very restricted. So hopefully, you know, someone will get bitten by the bug as I was about 50 years ago, and you know, keep killies, because they really are in danger in the wild. And so, you know, the more we keep in the aquarium, the more you know, possibly we'll have them around for a while. So I don't want to run the video too long, so I want to thank you guys for watching, and I want to thank all my new subscribers. I mean, I can't believe you guys really want to listen to me, but I have been in the hobby a while, so you know, hopefully some of the stuff I you know, tell you, you can use. But once again, thank you for watching, and happy fish keeping, guys. Thanks.